Xbox Play Anywhere. I swear like that. I don't know if anyone has like noticed this, but I swear like the all the Xbox tags are like getting as confusing as like Nintendo console names. The Wii U, the Switch 2. Like they don't need to. I feel like they don't need to do all that stuff. We get it. It's Xbox. You can play it on anything, but like for them to have separate trademark. Oh, this all these Xbox games shown also with this. All the Xbox game show also with this. Like you don't need to do that. Just say these are all Xbox games. You can play on all the on the Xbox ecosystem. Since y'all got a news article, yeah, we gonna watch the post. Let's see if they did a better see if they did a better job than New Games Plus. So they were just yapping apparently. This developer direct is only 56 minutes compared to 3.5, almost 4 hours.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
All right, so we're jumping into playground games first. We are
Welcome
playground
to this
games.
world first look at Forza Horizon 6. I'm Torben Ehlert, design director for Forza Horizon, and I can't wait to show you what the teams at Playground Games and Turn 10 have been working on.
And I'm Don Arceta, art director for Forza Horizon.
Now we on the PS5 game. I see what you did there, Taco.
The Horizon Festival is a celebration of beautiful cars, hit music, and breathtaking locations around the world. And now we're taking you to the place we've wanted to visit for a very long time.
Nah, didn't I pick this game on Fantasy? I think I picked the game on Fantasy.
We designed a campaign that really focuses on your journey. You don't start as a superstar of the festival or a racing champion or even a rookie. You'll start out as just a tourist in Japan. Your first goal is to join the Horizon Festival by completing the Horizon qualifiers. After that, you'll rise through the ranks, unlocking wristbands as you complete races in faster, more exciting cars.
And they say you a tourist?
At the end of each round, you must prove
That looks hella nice.
you're ready to
You don't know
move
if you'll be
up
on it for a long
by
run.
completing
I'm just not in a racing
spectacular
game like that
events to
anymore, so I know I
unlock
won't
your
play it.
next wristband. These include classic Horizon showcases.
But I know
and
Ethos, I think
our new
Chaos,
Horizon
Nomad, and
Rush
Siggy like
events,
the
where you
last
show
one.
off your skills on thrilling obstacle courses, like this one at the docks in Tokyo City. When you finally earn your gold wristband, you get access to Legend Island,
The
an
gold
exclusive
wristband.
region of the world with unique events, tracks, and areas to explore, and that will be a true accomplishment. Throughout that journey, all of Japan outside the Horizon Festival is yours to explore at your own pace.
Open,
So, let's talk about the location
open
we've all
world.
been waiting for.
Japan is the ideal location for our biggest, most exciting game yet. Full of beautiful landscapes and stunning contrasts of rural and urban, modern and traditional. This is our largest map, full of verticality, diverse biomes, seasonality, and breathtaking driving experiences, elevated by Japan's unique car culture. So we knew from the start that we wanted to deliver the most compelling and authentic game possible. To help us create those experiences in-game, we sought out advice and insight from people who've lived with Japanese car culture their entire lives.
As
Yeah, I got
someone
the
who grew up
experts rolling in.
Los Angeles and Tokyo, both cities known for car culture, I developed a passion for cars early. I've also worked extensively supporting creative collaborations between Japanese and Western video game studios. Over the course of production, I had many conversations with the team about the nuances and the details of Japanese culture and how to reflect these in Forza Horizon 6.
I call it
As an
sexy.
example, when we discussed naming options for the player home at Tokyo Docks, we discussed the building number, picking 7 and 8 because those two numbers are considered fortunate in Japan. In fact, these numbers are also part of a well-known Japanese proverb, Nana Korobi Yaoki, which means never give up.
Never give up. Okay.
When our team builds a Forza Horizon game, we focus on the essence of the place, what makes it special and unique. At the start of production, our team traveled to Japan to capture reference for everything.
It's so funny. I felt like the last girl was a little bit more authentic. Like you could tell this girl is like she read it straight from the prompter. It's like sometimes you could just tell.
Time lapses of real Japanese skies, photogrammetry of trees and geology.
Looks
scans
beautiful.
Of roads and buildings. and
Looks
things as
absolutely
simple
beautiful.
As water kick up and the way fallen cherry blossoms respond to passing cars. From these references, we then work to capture the soul of those places, adapting it for Horizon's open-world gameplay. And since Japan is home to driving experiences unlike anywhere else, that process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1 Loop, Ginkgo Avenue, and mountain passes, like Mount Haruna and Bandai Atsuma. Then we layer in the details around them, creating a world where every road leads to discovery. For this game, we've built our biggest urban area yet. Our Tokyo City is 5 times larger than anything we've designed before.
5
with
times
multiple
larger.
districts, each with a unique identity. We work to create a city where every road, every corner, and every shortcut is fun to drive and a delight to explore.
Seasonal change in Japan is dramatic, and these changes are widely celebrated in local culture. We've captured that in games so that you'll see those
5 times
changes
empty.
reflected in the
Might
world
be.
around you as you explore. That sense of exploration is at the heart of the game. Everything you find on your road trip
Do y'all remember when like we used to hear, hey, this game is X times larger than our last one? They used to excite us. Nowadays, now we kind of understand. Like, I'm not saying that every game developer is like this, but a lot of time now when I hear that, it actually turns me off. So it actually does the opposite. It does a 180. And it's funny because we'll talk about that a little bit more with Crimson Desert coming up here. But again, hearing that, it just makes me cringe. Not only because that means that the game might be it might take longer to complete. It might have a lot of fetch quests depending on what type of game it is. It might have a lot of fluff, but that's generally what that sounds like to me. Like, I don't want my games infinitely bigger if you're going to either give me a lot of fluff content or it's just going to be completely empty and just barren because like you're just wasting space and essentially just wasting time as well to create all of these areas when there's nothing there to do. So it could be like twofold with that. So a lot of times, again, that just turns me off.
in Japan
What up,
something
Paladin?
for you to collect. Cars, houses, landmarks, mascots, and more, all tracked in your adventure journal.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons we've been so excited for this location. And Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
Dang,
Those cars
that's a
will
lot.
have new body kits, new Forza Aero, and the ability to paint liveries on windows. We've also fully overhauled our roster to be better balanced across all performance classes, from D to our new top-end R-Class for track-focused cars. We've improved how each car is affected by the world. For
Am I going to
example,
get it?
new
Most likely
cosmetic
no, because I
tire
don't play
so
racing
each car
games.
responds
Like, they're just, I don't know,
authentically
they're just
as
not
you
interesting to
rack
me.
up the miles on those iconic Japanese roads. With more cars on
I like
day
the more
one than
arcadey
ever before,
racing games.
We've also created new ways to expand your car collection as you explore. Parked on driveways around the world, you'll encounter our new aftermarket cars. They're always bargains.
You don't have a
and
Game
include
Pass
some
no more?
extremely rare and unique cars to show off in your garage.
I still got it for now.
We're not just bringing classic JDM to life, but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world. And Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them.
Ooh.
The GR GT is a race-derived road car that combines motorsport performance with road-going excellence. And our game is the ideal place to experience the most modern iteration of Kazoo Racing's relentless pursuit of Japanese engineering perfection.
Our cars sound better than ever, with greater detail and remastered audio, all brought to life by new
Remastered
acoustic modeling
audio.
technology, simulating the soundscape of the world.
I'm sure Forza at some point has gotten nominated for like best sound design, right? Best audio. Sure, it probably has at some point, right? One of these.
Music is a huge part of the Horizon Festival, and we're curating a diverse track list from around the world, including exciting Japanese artists, so you can choose your perfect soundtrack, whether racing, cruising, or drifting. And to complement the visual contrast of our map, we've captured extensive field recordings across all 4 seasons in Japan, creating a rich and truly authentic world for you to experience.
Oh, look at y'all. We got the
In Forza
seasons.
Horizon 6, you'll have new ways to shape that world with features that let you make a life for yourself in Japan. Our new customizable garages are the perfect place to do that. You'll find one of these at every player house, big enough for multiple cars, where you can freely decorate the entire space. And when you're done, you can invite your friends over to see what you've built.
How do you invite your
The
friends over?
ultimate
Like,
place to
we have
express
NPCs?
your
Like, it's
creativity
GTAs.
is the estate. This mountain valley starts off completely empty and overgrown, but once you unlock it, you can build and decorate directly in
What the heck?
open
This a
world
sim?
here.
Sim game?
Anything you construct is permanent and visitable by your friends. Our teams are fully committed to Forza Horizon being the open world driving game for everyone.
Oh, they dead
We'll be
serious.
carrying forward all of our accessibility features from previous games. We'll also be adding in new options like proximity radar for competitive players and auto drive for players who want to lean back and appreciate the world. in
Auto
motion.
drive, huh? They turn into
Our
Sim
major
Yeah,
new
that's like
accessibility
this.
feature is customizable high contrast mode, making
Oh.
the open world
Oh,
of
Lord.
Japan visually accessible to everyone.
Hey,
no matter how you
I ain't mad
and
at the
your friends
accessibility
play,
options, but
you
that
can
looks
customize Forza
wild.
Horizon 6 so you can play together.
Japan is world-renowned for its car meets, like Daikoku, and inspired by these experiences, Forza Horizon 6 will include new, open-world car meets. These are places where you can show off your cars and characters, download tunes and liveries, and even buy a copy of the cars you see.
They said
Then
parking
head over
lot
together
pimping.
to explore, where you'll find classic events like street races and our
Yeah,
new
you said
Toyota
ass, you
battles,
buddy.
iconic nighttime races down Japanese mountain passes. There's more to do in the open world than ever before, with new shared experiences like Horizon Time Attack circuits. These are seamlessly part of the open world, with no loads, no matchmaking, just a truly social experience with you, your friends, and the in-world leaderboard.
So you
Playing
just
together
go on
is
the track and
easier
just
and more
go.
rewarding than ever.
Just hit it.
Forza fans are incredibly creative, making everything from liveries to race events and scenic locations to explore. To support your creativity, we've added the ability to start building from anywhere, as well as loads of other player-requested improvements.
Yo, what are y'all?
All of which are also available in the estate.
Was
and
this in any
customized
other
versions.
Horizon
We
game?
also know you love to collaborate, so in Forza Horizon 6, we're making building fully multiplayer. In Horizon Collab, you and your friends can build anything you can imagine.
And you have a
together.
collab? Oh, they're really going all in with the sim
Trademark
stuff.
Games and Turn 10 Studios, we hope you've enjoyed this first look at some of the new features we've been working on, and that you're as excited as we are for the game.
Talk about more than a racing game.
Xbox and PC on the 19th of May. If you're a Forza fan on PlayStation, we'll be welcoming you to Japan later this year when our PlayStation version is ready.
Timed exclusives. Microsoft, you're funny. Timed exclusive. They said no. He said you still go get the game, Sony. You're still gonna get the game, Sony, but you're gonna get it a little later. We still want to give people a reason to buy this on Xbox or get it through the Game Pass. All right.
For now, though, Stay tuned for more updates about the game over the coming months. And thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you in Forza Horizon 6 as we discover Japan together.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, if I was a racing fan, I think that this would be like damn near the ultimate racing game, because it's not only a racing game anymore. It's literally like a GTA sim. You can create whatever you want and drive anywhere you want. So I think that's cool. I like that concept. I got one question though. Since this is funny because everybody's going to Japan now. we got black people going to Japan last year's Assassin's Creed. Now we got everybody who's racing. Everybody who's a racing fan going to Japan. Are the grifters going to talk about the authenticity of this game since it's in Japan? Can you do anything to disrespect the Japanese culture in this game? That's the $1 million question. Will the grifters get on this game like they did Assassin's Creed and say, "Oh no, you're going over there and is there anybody to run? Can you run people over? Like, is it like can you desecrate things? Can you run into things and destroy them?" That's the real question. Are they going to get on this game like they did for Assassin's Creed Shadows? Real people want to know. Godzilla. Oh no, it's not Godzilla. It's a mech. It's Gundam. They really got Gundam. Yo, having Gundam in the game. What is this game, bro? He throws a game here. Run over cherry block. Can you run over cherry? Yeah, like what can you do? What can you truly do in this game? I'm looking forward to this. Game Freak is a one-trick pony.
ゲームフリークのオフィスです。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはかつてない新しい体験を作り出すことに主眼を置いたゲームフリーク独自の取り組み、ギアプロジェクトから生まれた新しい挑戦です。これまでもポケットモンスターシリーズのほか、ソリティバ、ギガレッカーなど様々なオリジナルゲームを繰り出し、常に新しいアイデアや世界観の構築に挑戦しています。
Game Freak doing something other than Pokemon. Well, they said that they were doing the thing, but you don't know about it. Remember we looked it up. I was like, what are these games? Nobody knew about these games.
文明崩壊後の汚れに侵食された日本。そして一人と一匹のアクション RPG というゲームプレイで
One person, one dog action RPG. Okay. That's how they describe this game.
リンカネーションの世界で皆さんにも臨場感あふれる冒険を味わっていただくことができればと心から願っています。
これまではポケットモンスターシリーズでバトルプランナーやサウンドマネージャーを務めてきました。ただ新しいゲームに挑戦したいという強い衝動もずっとあったんです。
I bet he did have a strong urge to try another game. I bet he did. Nintendo had y'all in the sweatshop for like over 2 decades. I bet you did want to try something else.
"最初は黙々とそのゲームである感覚を自分の心に問いかけることから始めていました。世界観もキャラクターもゲームデザインも決めずに、ただどんな感覚がいいんだろうと探っていました。そうしているうちにぬくもり、頼もしさ、そして寂しさが入り混じったような感覚が最もしっくりきたんです。自分の心に反応しました。隔離された主人公エマと
The music is giving me Stellar Blade vibes. Y'all catching that? Am I tripping?
生まれました。
古島からビースト・オブ・リンカネーションのコンセプトを聞いてとても興味を惹かれ、すぐに参加しようと心に決めました。長年ゲームフリークではポケットモンスターシリーズを通じて
What up,
生き
Magus?
物やパートナーを描いてまいりました。しかし今回のプロジェクトでは過酷な世界を相棒と共に旅をするという体験を目指しています。汚れと呼ばれる寄生植物が蔓延している世界がかつての文明の背景を覆い尽くすほどまでに植物が生い茂った過酷な環境となっており、ダイナミックな移動が要求されます。
Well, that's interesting. Okay.
このような経緯で 血を吐いて自由に操る
So her name is Emma,
鶴のような髪をエマの能力にす
or
ることになり
is Emma her, or is it the dog? I guess it's her.
そしてそれがエマという人物のバックグラウンドとキャラクターデザインを形作っていったんです。
これまでゲームフリークは動植物や自然と
Like
真
something
摯
to
に
be
向
a
き合
hero.
ってきました。形状を自由に変えられて武器のように鋭くなりつつも美しい、そんな中核となるモチーフとして植物を選びました。
Is it a Souls-like, y'all? They call it action RPG, but is it a Souls-like?
表現するだけではなく、遊びにも植物を取り入れました。しっくりとくるモチーフを見出し、ゲームデザインとモチーフを紐付けることはポケットモンスターシリーズの開発を通じて培ってきた重要なステップです。
And the ball and gun game is gonna call it corny.
コンセプトアーティストの幸田一馬さんご協力のもと、この世界のビジュアルを形作っていくことにしました。
This is under the sword and wand concept, not a ball and gun, sword and wand
自
game.
然に支配される世界の舞台として日本がぴったりだと考えました。日本の昔から続く
You know what's funny? They said that, oh yeah, you know, we thought Japan would be a good concept for a world. No crap, y'all are in Japan. Of course you're gonna make a game that's in Japan. You're not gonna make a game that's in America or London or somewhere else. You're gonna make a game that's somewhere that you know already. That's obvious.
山々に
Sword
囲
and
まれた
sandals.
自然豊かな風景と SF が入り混じった世界をエマとクーが歩く姿を自然にイメージで
Ain't
きま
nobody
し
wanna
た。
go to London.
さらに植物をモチーフとした重要な存在として植物と動物が融合した生物でもある腐植体も出来上がっていきました。腐植体のデザインは当時私が注目していたデジタルアーティストの森田裕樹さんにお願いするこ
We
とに
need
し
more
ま
games
し
set in
た。
Africa. True. I think the thing is, a lot of these game. Matter of fact, are there any? I need to look. Are there any game developers that are based in Africa? Because I mean, only Ubisoft like has done a more recent one that I'm aware of that's actually like based in Africa. But then again, they generally go to like Egypt. Like you go to the Middle East. Like I feel like that's a safer place. But like Africa. Are there any game devs that are based in Africa? Because I keep telling people, and this is the whole reason why like this whole DI and inclusion stuff really became a thing. And I kept telling people, I was like, yeah, I get it as black people or pretty much anybody in color. You generally resonate when you see people that look like yourself and maybe concepts or situations that are something that you can relate to. But the majority of the time when people made these games, the reason why you see generally white males is because you have white people making the games. So they're not generally, unless you consult, like you have a profound idea or you're working with somebody else who's not white, you're going to make somebody that looks like yourself. And so like, I never got upset at that, but that is literally the reason why. Oh yeah, Resident Evil. Okay, yeah, Resident Evil. So Capcom has done it, but again, they're a Japanese-based company. So Assassin's Creed Ghana. But yeah, like, but that's generally the reason why. So yeah, I need to see like, are there any game developers that are actually based in Africa, like African roots? Because that would give us like the true African types of titles. Now, Resident Evil 5 is kind of on the cusp. Yes, it was in Africa, but people were kind of on that one at first. What up, Black Shogun? So yeah, I'm not mad either. Yeah, it's up to us making it. And that's the reason why, again, now you're seeing China. Now that China finally, like their rules, they kind of, let go of the reins and let people in China start creating their own games. You started seeing that renaissance of Chinese developers and South Korean developers come and make these games. So that's really how it starts. If you have game developers and game studios that are of another race or nationality, then typically you would get those stories that are based in the areas that they're from. Because again, you're going to naturally, as human beings, you're going to make things that are relatable to yourself, not necessarily the rest of the world, which again, we have seen other people do, like Ubisoft again, a prime example. They're, typically French developers, but they made games all over. So, that will happen. And generally you consult somebody in whatever region that you're trying to go in, but in general, if you're white, you're going to typically make white characters. If you're Japanese, you're going to typically make Japanese characters. That's just how it goes. It's just the natural evolution of man.
エマとクーの物語を作り上げていきま
Is
す。
it a game
ストー
called
リーの舞台は
Relooted?
西暦
Nah, not familiar
4026
with
年
that
の日
one.
本です。は
I'll
るか
look it up
昔
though.
に発生した汚れという名の寄生植物の影響で人類の大半が消滅した後の世界です。エマは腐食体を狩り、その汚れを自分の体に封じ込めることができるという
So she
特
can
別な
seal
能
the
力を持ってい
blight
ます。
within her body, huh?
ただそれがゆえにエマは恐れられ、人々が住むコロニーから隔離され暮らしています。
I'm already sold on the game, but I
エマ
want to see what
と
else
彼
they
女
can
の
show
相棒
me.
となるクーは日本の東の地で出会います。
Okay, so the dog is called Ku.
そのクーの目的がこのゲームの謎の一つでもあります。
Ah, dang. They got it. The Grifters got him. Shame.
目を離さない方がいい。
ああ、分かってる。封じ後エンバー、お前に輪廻の獣討伐の命を出す。
Do I listen to NBA Youngboy? A little bit. I don't listen to whole albums. I'll listen to him if he's on the feature, but I'm typically not an NBA Youngboy fan. One of their indie black developers in general. I know there is one. He the dude who played was it Basim or whatever the main character on Assassin's Creed Origins.
腐食体はこの世界の畏怖の対象であり、
Black
最も
developer,
象徴
but
的な
again,
存
it's
在です
very
汚れ
very
に
few and far
寄生
between.
巨大化していった生物たちです。エマとクーが戦う強力な敵です。腐食体は汚れを吐き、その
Yeah, we got the
世
deflect
界を充電
mechanic. You already know I'm all in.
腐食体
I'm
の
all
中
in.
でもひときわ大きい主と呼ばれる
Yep,
存在
this a
は
Souls like. I don't care what they say. Call it action RPG. It's a Souls like.
汚れの森を呼び出します。
This a Souls like, y'all. We got him. We got him. We got the flag mechanics. It's Sekiro all over again. Let's go.
ゴーレムというもう一つの勢力があります。ゴーレムは過酷な世界を生き残るため、かつての
At least for the frame look better. They do, yeah. Fact, I give them that. They did polish it up
2000年の間に
because it was looking rough on their first reveal.
一方で魂は劣化してしまっていて暴走しています。
All right, so we got the blight, the Malfax, and then we got these golems here, which look like robots that got hit by the blight.
様々な人物と出会います。長い旅をサポートするブラッド、カグラであったり、あとはクナイというエマと同じように腐食体を連れた剣士とも巡り合います。
Okay, all right.
とどめはきちんとさせ。
Hey, why she like she gonna be like the Sephiroth of the other game? Watch.
力を宿していて、互いにその力を影響させ合いながら戦います。例えば、エマが敵の動きを見極め、攻撃を受け流すと、クーに力がたまり、開花技という
Oh my
強
god.
力な効果
Oh,
を
I just love the deflection style. I love it. All right, so the more you deflect, the more power the Ku gets. Nice.
開花技を放てば、さらに次のアクションの選択肢に幅が広がります。例えば、ある開花技を使うと、エマは彼岸花の大輪を咲かせ、その大輪に跳躍して兜を行うことができます。また、別の開花技を使えば敵を縛り、エマの
Blind bitch, blind bitch.
叩き込むことができます。開花技の選択中は時間が
Did some of our comedy?
考
Yeah,
える
man.
時間が生まれます。ターンベースの RPG コマンド
Choose the next command. Yeah, because that's like Final Fantasy VII remake
エマとク
esque.
ーの連携は研ぎ澄まされていきます。互いに補い合う関係で2人は常につながっているんです。エマとクーにはそれぞれスキル
Look
ツリ
at
ーがあ
that.
り
Look at that skill tree.
エマが行動すれば
It's literally a
影
tree.
響を与えクーが行動すればエマに影響が与えられるようにしました。またエマとクーの親密度が
All right, so let me see this. So, okay, this equipment. So I wonder. I don't think she gets. Maybe I don't know if she gets different weapons and armor and stuff. Probably just one katana. Then you just upgrade it and get different moves. Is what it's looking like.
上昇するにつれて装備できるスキルも多くなります。さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。
Watch gonna love this, making her own builds.
エマとクーを結びつける霊秘石やエマが受け流しを行った際に発動する刀の効果を重ねていくことなどでより奥深い戦闘ができるようになっています。
Oh yeah, best build videos on the way day one.
ステルスだけで戦う人もいますし、
Oh, we got stealth. You already know I ain't using
戦
it.
闘を仕掛ける人もいれば、空を先行させて戦わせる人もいます。エマと空でどのような装備でどのような霊奇跡と組み合わせて戦うのか、プレイヤーの皆さん次第です。皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか、今からとても楽しみです。
Oh, she got it. She got the gat too. All right. Well, it ain't just a sword game anymore. Not swords and sandals, as Megas said. We got shooting things. Not we got the crossbow. You ignoring the stealth parts. Forget stealth.
すべてのプレイヤーの皆さんにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界
Yeah, bravo, Game Freak. First of all, I'm happy. Let's clap it up for them. Let's clap it up for them. They finally got out of the Pokemon sweatshop.
Excellent.
Let's fucking go!
Finally got out of the Pokemon sweatshop, and they made a game that now, after you showed us what this game is about, and it's a goddamn Souls-like, no matter what you say, and you got the deflect mechanics, I'm all in. I'm all in. This is day one cop for me. Absolutely. I'm going to be playing it. So I'm impressed. They showed me everything that I need to know here. I'm getting it day one.
を体験していただける日が待ちきれません。
Stella Kyoto, yep.
Xbox、PC、そしてプレイステーショ
Oh,
ン
and it's a multiplayer, huh?
さらにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションは発売初日から
It's gonna be day one on Game Pass. So all right, cool.
ぜひウィッシュリストにご登録ください。
Yeah, good job, Game Freak.
渾身の新作、どうぞご期待ください。
Yeah, again, the music is such Stellar Blade vibes, man. It's good. Yeah, I love it. This might, by the time the game come on, this might be a sleeper for my game of the year, man. It's coming out summer. We ain't got a date yet, but we got summer. So quarter 2, quarter 3, what we looking like? It's quarter 2, quarter 3, y'all. All right, Double Fine, which I got.
Oh, hello. I'm Tim Schafer, founder and studio head at Double Fine Productions. And this is Elsbeth Larkin, senior tools programmer and junior in-house ceramicist. At Double Fine, we try to take a little time every so often and create quick game prototypes. Anyone in the company can pitch a game idea, and we have a vote on which ones we want to try to make. We forget the projects we're currently working on, basically get amnesia, and we do this for 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. And we build a few of these experimental game prototypes. We call this process Amnesia Fortnight.
Amnesia Fortnite. I wonder, I'm sure that internally they do this, but I wonder how much influence that the overlords of Microsoft have in making the final decision. Because now we got to look up what was the last game that Double Fine has made. What was the last game that Double Fine has made? Let's look that up real quick. Let's see. What was the last game y'all made? Keeper? Y'all heard of it? Came out in October. Keeper? What is this? What? I don't. Y'all heard about that? Keeper? Yeah, because I only know them. Yeah, Psychonauts. I mean, that's Brutal Legend. Y'all had some games, but yeah, I mean, Psychonaut and Brutal Legend, I would say, are the main ones. Let me see if there's anything else that I remember. But yeah, I mean, the Psychonauts. I mean, I came out with Psychonauts 2 in 2021. Yeah, I don't know about Keeper though. So yeah, I mean, they don't make too many games that I guess are widely regarded, but yeah, they have been making games though. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know how many of these games like get greenlit or have the final decision by the overlords. But hey, it's cool. It's cool. Let's continue. I was just curious.
We've had all sorts of great ideas come out of this process.
Oh, see, now I should have just waited. I should have just waited 2 seconds. They showing the games.
It's just like this clay. With a little bit of pressure and creativity, something interesting is created that wasn't there before. Our next game came out of Amnesia Fortnite. It's all about encouraging you to create with others, and then use what you create to destroy each other.
Dang, Tim, that was mean, bro.
Don't worry, it's easy to make a new pot if you're playing Kiln, our online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
Pottery party brawler. That's a tongue twister. I mean, okay. And they're Brutal Legend. They're
We love to
Psychonauts.
explore new and original ideas here at Double Fine.
That show looks
Alongside
cool.
Last year's Weird But Chill game Keeper, featuring surreal and dreamlike exploration.
Oh, it was this game, the light. So okay, so it was a lighthouse game. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, okay. I barely remember this, but I don't remember anybody talking about it. But I do remember seeing it. Okay.
Kiln is the other side of that coin, bringing high energy, expressive multiplayer action. You'll get a chance today to see how we're continuing to foster our spirit of creativity with this next game. Derek Brandt spearheaded this pitch, and he's here today to talk about this fully realized Double Fine experience he's leading with his team.
Kiln is a multiplayer party brawler, and it's just as much about the act of creating with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction.
Just seems like something RDC will play. But you know what? I kind of want to get more into like the party game. Y'all remember when we used to have fun and just play party games? Y'all need to get back in that for some funny moments.
Fund your creative design choices, as well as your relentless cruelty to anthropomorphized clay pots.
Like this just looks like silly fun.
I've spent my career as a concept artist, focused on
A
coming
slop
up with
game,
new
friend
characters
slop.
and environments at Double Fine. But I also play a lot of action titles, which got me wondering, what would a game look like that included not just the cathartic element of destruction and action, but the equally cathartic act of creation I was familiar with as an artist? I stumbled on the answer one day. What better solution than a pottery wheel? We wanted to give players the ability to create characters out of any shape and to make sure that what you make has a charming, animated personality. You start off as a little helpless, naked spirit. You're not capable of much in this state. Thankfully, you are capable of manipulating clay, and a pottery wheel is the perfect place for the creation of a new body. And when it comes time for destruction, those shapes needed to translate into capable fighters. Pots that can compete in challenges in a way that only pots can. Our game mode, Quench, brings all of that together in a 4v4 combat party atmosphere. You and your friends need to balance your pot's shape and abilities with its capacity for carrying water into enemy territory. Here, you'll navigate through the environment with your team's unique creations. Avoid or destroy incoming enemy warriors. And of course, fill your pot up with water to ultimately douse the enemy's kiln and win the game.
Got him once. Now keep at it.
Okay. Pretty simple.
With Kiln, we wanted to give players what we know they've always wanted from Double Fine. A best-in-class pottery sim, of course. With this strange concept came lots of design challenges, though, because it's a game about pots that have to transform into bespoke ceramic warriors. We had to figure out how to make an art tool, a character builder, and a loadout system all together, while keeping the whole experience approachable for anyone, not just pottery masters. After many iterations balancing simulation with arcade-like simplicity, we landed on a design that lets you feel like a master potter who can easily make any pottery shape you could dream up, even if you've never seen a potter's wheel. It's weirdly satisfying. We've carefully married the clay technology with the behavior of the sculpting tools and controls to make sure anyone can pick it up in seconds. Refine it with sponges, shapers, and straight edge tools to get specific and make it yours. As you sculpt, you'll notice the game recognizing the different shapes you've made. It'll automatically detect when you're shaping things like cups, spaces, bowls, and many more.
So that means we had to ask ourselves, if I was a vase, and this vase that I just made was now my body, what can I, as a vase, do?
And the man ain't got no gun or ball in.
Every pot and kiln needs to have a core set of moves fit for a warrior.
Killing.
To run, jump, attack, and roll. They also must have moves fit for a pot to fill up with water and then splash that water out. Each shape has its own unique
I
way
made a
of
doggy
performing
bowl.
these moves. And because your shape matters, the animation team has taken on the challenge of bringing those different pot shapes to life in surprising ways. In addition to these core moves, each shape also has its own special attack, which we push to be the most fun and over-the-top moments in the game. Cups popping popcorn.
Oh yeah, y'all see that? Made a hockey puck.
Jugs blaring like megaphones. Plates flinging pies. Everyone's shape is doing something different and exciting.
As you fight over the water on the battlefield and try to extinguish your opponent's kiln, you'll have to pay attention to each map's unique nuances. Our mantra of shape matters carries over into our maps. We specifically designed our maps to integrate with how you choose to play and what pot you choose to play as. So you'll see things like secret tunnels that only fit certain size pots and pathways that are only traversable with certain shapes.
You'll fight on fractured, floating pieces of ancient history, like an ancient Greek nightclub fit for Dionysus. It's even got a dance floor. Navigate Athena's giant strategic war map, inflating sponge warriors with water to rearrange the battlefield to your advantage. Fight in the Egyptian god Set's dingy punk venue, complete with a mosh pit where only one pot can emerge unbroken.
Leverage your unique creations. Everything from your size, your capacity to carry water, your speed to cross the battlefield, and other choices you can make will define how you want to approach your playstyle. Do you want a team full of large cups, maximizing your dousing potential?
Basically, make a
Or
tank.
team of tiny ninja saucers ready to quickly smash up anything that gets in their way.
Or make an assassin.
Or a unique combination you've discovered
And
that
Metapod
balances
rebuilds.
power and splashability. If you're skilled enough to end up at the enemy kiln with lots of water, you can unleash a powerful super splash ability that does tons of damage and makes the kiln vulnerable to further attacks, letting you and your team dunk on the enemy kiln to either win big or turn the tide and make a comeback.
And that is how it's done.
At the end of a round, the cycle of creation and destruction loops around again, and now you're back in the wedge, a multiplayer lobby where you can hang at the wheel and make something cool with your friends. You've just earned XP points and chips from battle. Now you can load up on art supplies and expand your pot-making options.
I think of the game being so much about the fighting, but when people play it, they just want to create all day long.
Our decoration system was designed to support your creativity. As we did with the design of the sculpting process, we looked to the Pottery Studio for inspiration. We found ways to translate the experience of adding spouts, lids, and handles, as well as glazing to kiln.
Glazing.
Every design
Glazing
choice
the
we made
pots.
ultimately serves the goal of enabling a near infinite range of possibilities. We can't wait to see what your favorite designs are.
It's all about my pizza party themed small jug. It becomes a drill that can dive under enemies, and it pops up with a special delivery of destruction.
I love a medium jug, a simple handle, a 2-layer watermelon glaze, and I'm ready to bring the good vibes into the chaos.
My favorite is the large vase. It has a UFO-like animation, and it's great for team defense and protecting your bix.
Hands down, the best pot shape is a small bowl. It's perfect for sneaking past enemies. Plus, its ice cream theme special is so cute.
One of my favorite warrior pots
Ernest.
is the medium base. It's decently fast for invading enemy players and matches. The decorations really make it shine. A curved elbow spout, cupid's handle, some spiked charms with a rainbow glaze, and one butt sticker. You can't go wrong
butt
with
sticker.
butt stickers.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
Pots use the absolute most material possible to make the biggest pots possible. I call it tiny.
Whichever pot you decide to create, whether you're a budding artist or a seasoned gamer, you'll be fulfilling your pottery power fantasies when Kiln launches in spring 2026 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. This is just the beginning of the Pottery Party as we bring regular updates throughout the year with expanded decorations, new activities and game modes, and much more. Creating is more fun together, and we love your help sculpting this experience. Be on the lookout to throw down with fellow Double Fine fans and join the Double Fine Action Insiders for an even earlier look and a chance to play in our closed beta very soon.
No, they got a
You only
close
say
beta.
5 times? That's mean. Am I supposed to be? Okay. This game is called Kiln, an online multiplayer party brawler. Online multiplayer party.
See, I already knew that was a tongue twister.
Okay, I can do it again.
Pottery
Online
party
multiplayer-
brawler.
Online multiplayer party brawler. It's getting better. Online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
You know what? Like I said, this game is silly, but this was something that I think would be decent to play again with friends. I think this is just silly fun. So like this would be something that I would try out. Obviously not all myself, but like if GI want to play it, I would play it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think it's definitely unique enough. All right, what else we got, y'all? The Fable time.
Hi, welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive into a game we've been making here for a really, really long time. Fable.
All right.
Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive, and visually stunning open-world experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town. in the
Medieval
middle of
GTA.
England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre that we are incredibly passionate about. Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning, I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love. At the heart of our game is a simple, recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with action, drama, British humor, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens.
Shout out to Caligo
All
for the
of
follow,
this
Slim Chill for the
combined in a
follow.
fairy
Appreciate
tale
y'all.
Which could only be Fable.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a
Not my
mysterious
grandma.
stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests,
Fun fact, I've never played a
bustling
Fable.
villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas. And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the Old Clock Tower, and the legendary Heroes Guild.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game, as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golder.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs
Justin
vying for power and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted, and richly detailed.
In Albion, heroes are special, different.
These
They're stronger
frames
than regular people.
looking a
They're
little
more skillful,
little
more
slow.
charismatic. More
Well,
importantly,
we'll see.
they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars, so the hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and
But can't you
abilities you
be
learn, and through the
evil?
weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike.
Okay.
Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies.
We got the blight.
And of
It's
course,
blight.
You'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight.
Just binking them upside the head. Boink. Dang.
Mobs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken.
A what?
Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
Okay, I'm liking the magic. You know what, Goblin finished, buddy. You're right, he did.
But
He
there's
definitely
more to
bonked
being
him
a
upside the
hero
head.
in Albion than fighting, so much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff. which
Yeah,
happened
people
when
talking
we
about
interacted with the
romances. That's
people
what
of
I
Albion.
remember.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion and the things you can do with them or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villagers and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Romancing a villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
What you bring it to the
Buying
table,
another
miss?
house. Buying every house in Albion.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, romance of the same sex,
Buying
same
every
sex
business in
relationships.
Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people.
Oh, you gotta get some
having
kids?
a bunch more kids. Probably getting divorced along the way. For
Oh, they
good
say you
measure.
could be a Rolling Stone in
And
this
this
game?
game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call
So you
the
can,
living population.
as a father, you can say,
There are
"Hey,
more
I'm
than
going to get
1,000,
some milk,"
and every single one is
and then you
unique.
never come back.
Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
All right, now can we go any further and be like, yo, Like, can your current wife catch you with your side chick, you know, in another village? That shit like, hey, you cheated on me. You got all these damn kids around here, and you said you was going to slay some dragons. But you over here hungry with another bitch. Can you do all that? That's what I want to know. Can you do all that now?
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways.
Ty.
Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help
Can
you,
you cook
boss?
dope there?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe
Oh, you
their
could
bed is
tax
on the
people?
street.
Hey man, don't let Mondami hear that, bruh. Don't let Mondami hear that. You being a bad landlord. You can be a landlord. Can they give you money? You giving them bed and board.
Because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff you
Hey,
do.
you can evict. Hey, you can evict niggas. hey, that's kind of lit. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, it's a hey yo, you a bum. You ain't pay your fucking rent, bro. Get out of here. Get out of my damn house.
Think of you. You're a legend. Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive.
That's kind of tight, man. I ain't go for it.
Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too. But we have a slightly different take on it.
Kick the hell out there
us,
damn
morality
chicken.
isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Oh, you
Everything
just
do earns you a
buy the
reputation.
joint.
And every person
You be
in
a
Albion will
tycoon.
have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did
That's
directly
funny.
to them.
I did-
They'll love you.
They said she dislikes you because you're a rich twat. Like what? All right, man. So you gonna be on some Elon Musk stuff, and they like, yeah, I'm buying the block, and they like, yeah, we don't like you.
You or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Oh, okay.
Your reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, Your Choices Change the World. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
What?
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you.
Oh, so they said a black man is forever in this neighborhood. Not only is it a black man, but it's a freaking giant black man. So therefore, now my neighborhood house value went down. See, I see what y'all doing, man. See why y'all had to make that a black man. Why you had to make it the black man, huh? See, I see what y'all doing, man. Y'all made this shit a little bit too realistic. Y'all made this a little bit too realistic, didn't you? Okay, all right. I got my eye on y'all.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
I ain't gonna lie though. For me,
played
never
that
playing a Fable game. This kind of I kind of like the outside things that you can do. I kind of like that, like being a landlord and being able to evict people. I think stuff like that is pretty cool. So I might, I think I'm kind of convinced to play this one too. I think I'm kind of convinced to give this one a shot. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all. Like the combat outside of the I think the magic was cool, but like the regular combat was like, yeah, like it's okay. It's definitely not as polished in my opinion as like the last game that we saw. Not Kiln, but Beast of Reincarnation. It's not as polished as that, but it's decent enough. And it doesn't seem like that's going to be the focal point of Fable. Obviously, you need it's your tale as a hero, but it looks like all the other outside things also play like a major factor here in this game. So I think that's what intrigues me more than just the combat. So, but yeah, it looks decent enough. I think I'm interested enough to actually want to try it out. Combat was never Fable strong. So yeah, I can kind of tell. It's always about the war and how reaction. Yeah,
Built
okay.
a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here.
And for the people who made
Every
Horizon,
member of
they
this
just like,
team,
hey, we're gonna give
which
this a go.
we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before.
Yeah, that's me.
It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026. From all of us here.
So fourth
thanks for
quarter.
watching.
We got fourth quarter for Fable. All right. Okay. Not bad, Xbox. I must admit, not bad. I think that they pretty much hit the they hit the mark, man.
This is a multiplayer party brawler and is just as much about the act of creating with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons we've been so excited for this location. Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。
You can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Lord. Yeah, I liked it, y'all. I mean, what y'all think about the developer direct? I thought that they hit the mark on everything. Like I'm not interested in Forza Horizon, but I do like the concept. I think for any racing fan, especially if you have even like those GTA, like if you really like the cars in GTA and you like Sims and building like your own areas, your own racing courses, doing all this stuff with your friends, seeing cars, being able to copy cars. I think that the extra stuff that they added in that game makes it very appealing to people who like that. So like Forza Horizon 6, I think really hit the mark for that market. I think that they added so much crap in that game compared to what I've seen in the other ones, outside of it just being open world, that like really makes that appealing for those people. Obviously, Beast of Reincarnation, that really hit it for me. I really love Beast of Reincarnation. After seeing an in-depth analysis of the game. And all I had to see was the deflection mechanics, and I'm all in. So Beast of Reincarnation is definitely my favorite. That's my most anticipated so far out of this list. But Fable looked nice too, and I think that Kiln, don't sleep on Kiln. I think that'll be a decent party game. I think that will be a decent party game. It's unique enough that I think it will be fun. So I'm not even all the way out on that one. I would actually play that. So Beast and Reincarnation, my number one, Fable number two, Kiln 3, and then Forza. Like I said, I'm not really into Forza, but like I said, I get the appeal. I definitely get the appeal. And it's very beautiful game. So I think that Xbox did a great job. I I think that these were 4 great games for them to showcase, especially because we're still in January, so we're first quarter with it. And says so Kiln is going to be the first game out of these 4 because they said spring. They don't have a date, but they say spring. Then Forza, then Beast of Reincarnation, and then finally Fable. So, and that, I mean, that makes sense. Fable being definitely the biggest franchise out of all of these, which are outside of Forza, or new IPs. So, that one coming out of autumn 2026 makes perfect sense there. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think that they did a good job here. I think they killed it. He said no ball and gun games are out of it. It was all he played. They spent too much time on a pottery game. Though maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit. But I think it was significant enough. It could have been He says could have been an email. These funny. It could have been an email. But they did a good job though. They did a good job. All right. So that's that. Xbox Developer Direct, y'all get. If I had to give it a grade, I'd give it a solid 8. I'd give it an 8 or even a 9. Even a 9. Like, I feel like they really had no misses here. And I think that they did a really good job with the pacing. I'm not gonna lie. I think they did a really good job with the pacing and explaining, like, in depth, the features in these games and really showcasing their games. So yeah, I give it an 8 or a 9. Give them an 8 or a 9. All right. Moving on to one last thing before we are done with the yapping. I don't know if y'all been seeing this news with Ubisoft, man. Oh, Ubisoft, come to the front, please. Come to the front. Do you need help?
Help me, nigga.
Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Cause I don't know what's going on with y'all, but you made this deal with Tencent. Tencent makes a subsidiary of y'all, and then literally we're not even in February yet of the new year, and we're seeing news that you have shut down more studios. You've literally cut. They said their Prince of Persia game. Anybody that was excited for their Prince of Persia game, it ain't coming out now. It's not coming out now. Like, what is going on with y'all? You literally made the deal with Tencent. I thought Tencent was supposed to, quote unquote, save the company. They didn't outright buy y'all out, but I thought that deal was supposed to give y'all a little bit more income because y'all are clearly lacking in something. And if I had to guess, it was something financially here. Like, what is the issue? Ubisoft, y'all have some really good franchises, so I don't understand how we continuously miss. But I can tell you some of the things that I've seen over the past few years that have been terrible money management and has not given you all the ROI. And I've said it before, spending the bread to get the Avatar IP. I don't care what anybody says about that, whatever DLC or expansion that they came out with. That was a waste of money. Star Wars 2, because y'all came out with a Star Wars game that nobody cared about. So those are 2 most recent misses. And I think just a mismanagement of Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed did well for y'all last year, but it took y'all way too long to even bring it to Japan. Then y'all had that controversy. Y'all had to delay the game. So there was still like some roadblocks with even Shadows coming out. So like, I don't understand like what else that y'all can do outside of making new IPs. I mean, have we tried that? Have we tried a new IP that's not taking from an already established franchise, a new IP from y'all? Or if y'all don't want to go that route, what about Watch Dogs Legion? Even though I liked it, Watch Dogs Legion wasn't as good as 2, which I regard as the best one. So I don't know, man. I would argue just to make some new IPs, man, and stop renting these IPs from already established franchises if you're not going to really put the full effort and make other people care about. You know, yeah, and no Splinter Cell too. Like, people, how many people have been saying, hey, if you're going to continue to give us Assassin's Creed and knock us over the head with that, where's Splinter Cell at? Where's Splinter Cell at? Ghost Recon, y'all been trying with that. Ghost Recon has not been hitting like it used to. So Splinter Cell is literally the only other thing y'all got left, and I don't know. Y'all been having a lot of misses. Y'all been having a lot of misses. So let's read this article and see what's going on. So the article said the human cost, Ubisoft's next cost-cutting measures could see another 2,000 plus jobs lost, man. What is going on with the video game industry? This is bad. It says yesterday, Ubisoft's announcement of its massive restructuring has made headlines across the industry for canceling projects, closing down studios, and delaying projects. One of the biggest announcements for the most part has been overlooked by many. I'm of course talking about the human impact of the recent restructuring and recent announced cost-cutting measures aimed to save the publisher an additional 200 million euros by the end of March 2028, which could result in thousands of more developers losing their jobs. So I'm so tired of this cost cutting. You have to do this because we need to cut costs, man. Blah 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 blah. All that PR talk, man, and then people are losing their jobs in the process. And you are essentially, or at least from the outside looking in, you are giving up essentially on some of these potential decent games that come from your umbrella. Okay, what up, homeless? According to Ubisoft, they saying this is the third and final phase. Oh, this is it, y'all. This is it. We not doing this no more, y'all. We not doing this no more. This is the third and final phase of cost cutting, and this is going to end by 2028. We still got another 2 years of this crap, apparently. Ubisoft is going through its second phase right now. Oh, man. The second phase is happening. Okay, we started 4 years ago, and it was a 300 million euro cost cutting measure. You know, crazy. I wonder how much. Let me see if I can look. Let's say if there's any new. Let's see if there's any new. Just for shits and giggles. Say how much did Assassin's Creed Shadows cost to make? Let's see. Over 100 million. I need an exact amount though. Y'all said over 100. Man, do we have an actual Ubisoft CEOs? It's cost. Yeah, it just keeps saying over 100 million. So we don't know. We don't know how much it actually costs to make Assassin's Creed. But overall, what I'm trying to get is outside of Assassin's Creed, man, they're wasting money. They're wasting a lot of money, y'all. A lot of money. And like I said, they made some really bad choices over the past few years. I would say actually over the past 5 years. Shout out to Exoflex for the follow. Thank you. Appreciate you for the follow too. The Division, yeah, I don't want to see a Division 3, to be honest. I don't want to see a Division 3. So continuing on here, it said in that time, Ubisoft has decreased its headcount from 20,729 as of September 2022 to 17,097 employees as of September 2025, a reduction of approximately 3,632 developers. Ubisoft London, Osaka, San Francisco, Leamington, Halifax, and Stockholm have all closed their doors. That's a lot of studios across the world that have closed. London, Osaka, San Francisco, Leamington, Halifax. That's 6 studios. 6 studios that have closed their doors, y'all. 6 studios. More layoffs at the company will also be announced on February 12th. Damn, they have a date. So they're giving them a date as to when the next round of layoffs are going to happen. So next month, which is actually coming very, very shortly. It doesn't take a genius then to see that an additional 200 million euros in cost cutting will lead to yet more studio closure and layoffs. Ubisoft's third cost cutting measure will be 2/3 of the second round. So with that round seeing 3,632 jobs lost, and use a similar proportion, we can calculate that the next round will see approximately 2,400 jobs lost by the end of March 2028. So on top of that, Ubisoft is set to enforce a return to Nope.
Stop. I didn't speak to him last night. Like, you told me the whole story. It sounded like Safari 2.0. Stop. What I mean, Safari 2.0. Stop. No.
Why?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Stay off the weed. I can't take this shit no more, man.
I really want to defend Ubisoft, man, but I can't take this no more, y'all. I can't take this anymore. What does Ubisoft need to do at this point, man? Besides the obvious, if ain't nobody else gonna say it, I'ma say it. Fire the CEO, bro. Get out. Just get out, bro. Because I keep saying it. I've said it on the podcast. I've said it on multiple streams. Why do we never go after the management, the upper management, the shareholders, the executive board, the CEO? If you are constantly wasting money and not making money, and you are forced to lay off people in the process, and you're closing studios and people are losing their jobs, and this is happening multiple times, end on end, and you've made a move in order to restructure, and you are still firing people, then who should be to blame? Why is it so hard to understand, bro? The CEO and the executive board has to go. Sell off the rest of your assets, Ubisoft, please. Sell them off to somebody that can actually do something. Don't sell it to Microsoft, though. Don't sell it to Microsoft, because they fooled us too. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that Microsoft's getting these other studios and acquiring everybody, gobbling them up, would do some good, but nah, they've been on that same type of time too. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's been really bad for them, and I hope it doesn't get worse for Microsoft. They trying, you know. Like I said, I just gave them props for that developer direct, but I ain't letting them off the hook either. I'm not letting Microsoft off the hook, but a change needs to happen. Is basically what I'm saying. A change needs to happen. Like, for me, not having that sort of power from the outside looking in, I feel like, again, I have enough knowledge to understand, like, the elephant in the room is the bad management here. It is the terrible management, bro. So continuing here, again, I am never for this return to office mandate. I feel like it's one of the most BS things that you can actually do, because you are literally going to, you think that you're going to get that production back. You're not going to get that production. In fact, I think it's going to do the opposite. It's going to make people even more upset, bro. It's going to make people even more upset doing a return to office mandate, and you're going to essentially limit the amount of talent that you can possibly get across the world. Because now, if you're like, oh, everybody got to come back to the office, and somebody who's working remote, who's not in your town, not in your city, not in your state, not in your country, now they can't work, or they have to be forced to relocate, and it's never a good thing. You know, never a good thing introducing this mandate, bro. It's absolutely terrible. So because Ubisoft stakeholders don't exist in them unless they're spending money, it's just ridiculous. So he said, we're offering annual allowances for where, you give allowances for working from home. What? How are you doing in a return to office mandate while offering annual allowances? What? It's a move that Ubisoft says will help efficiency, creativity, and collective process, but many developers say it's another attempt to force yet more employees to leave the company. Yeah, I agree with that. They're not just doing it because they feel like it. I think they're trying to weed people out. They're trying to be like, oh yeah, you don't want to come back into the office 5 days a week? All right, bye-bye. See ya. And a lot of people will do it. But in this case, it sounds like to me that's the intention. That's the intention here. It's part of Ubisoft's strategy to prevent announcing mass layoffs to avoid negative press. Nah, either way, you're gonna get negative press, man. When people lose their jobs in any form of fashion, bro, it's not a fun thing. So no, you're gonna get even more negative press, man. Regardless of whether people leave on their own merit or you let them go, it's negative. Over the last few years, Ubisoft has continued to reduce its headcount through similar employees, including not renewing contracts, giving developers nothing to do. Giving them nothing to do in hopes that they'll leave, and enforcing RTO mandates, return to office mandates. Crazy, bro. A bigger change than needed. Ubisoft has been on a downward trend for a number of years, despite having a great future pipeline to gain. But the constant mismanagement, structural changes, and lack of ownership from higher ups have led to one of the most horrible environments for developers who are working in the game industry. Absolutely agree here. Absolutely agree. And again, while people get fired, then the CEO and all the executive continue to get their bonuses. They get their bonuses for being terrible management. They get their bonuses for being terrible management. How does that work, man? You fail. So many people fail up. It's ridiculous in the corporate world. So many people fail up. I don't understand how this continues to happen, bro. How do you keep getting away with this? How do people keep getting away with this being in these positions? It's beyond me. How are developers meant to get excited about their work and be productive and creative when they know thousands more of their colleagues will likely be gone in the next couple of years? Facts. When the same mistakes from leadership continue to happen year after year without accountability, when another restructuring and more cost-cutting measures will happen in the coming years. It's pretty evident that Ubisoft's big restructuring needs to happen from the top and not the other way around. Bravo. Well said. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, it's just isn't that so. Shout out to Tom, man. Great article. But yeah, I mean, a hard agree here. Hard agree. And I'm going to keep saying this. I've said this about Warner Brothers, and now Warner Brothers in this situation. Oh, I gotta sell now. Like, they shouldn't have been in that position. Warner Bros. Should have been in that position, but they have a terrible ass CEO. David Sossoff is one of the worst CEOs I've ever seen. He's literally driven Warner Brothers into the ground, and now you see what's happening. Now they end up having to be forced to sell. So why don't other people see this? Why don't other people like call for these CEOs stake heads on the stake, bro? Not literally, but figuratively. Why don't we do that? Why doesn't I wish that like. I know it's not going to happen, and it's really like unlikely, because again, people have livelihood here. We're humans and we need to do things in order to survive. But I wish that in these situations where you're constantly seeing like these studios and businesses like fail, and the CEO and the executive board like constantly just get away with everything, I wish that like there was a massive like rebellion like from the bottom up, and they're like, hey, all right, you gonna keep making these bad decisions, you're gonna keep firing people. All right, nobody gonna work then. Nobody's gonna work. Just do a walkout. Just do a walkout. Be like, nah, I ain't showing up to work today. I ain't logging in to work. F y'all, man. You trying to get to the deadline for Assassin's Creed? Nah, we ain't doing it until you resign. I wish that would happen, but I know that's not going to happen in the majority of cases. But it would be nice. It would be nice, yeah, if there was just a corporate revolution across like all walks of life, man, all walks of life. But again, I know that's not going to happen, but it would be nice. It would be nice if that ultimately happened, because the CEOs and the executive boards need to be held accountable. You cannot always say, oh, it's your fault, person who made this video game that I told y'all to make, because you didn't make me any money. You can't constantly keep doing that. So the studio should be ran like the Green Bay Packers. The fans are on. That would be awesome, to be honest. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So that's my rant, though. That's my rant. I'm not a fan of this. And Ubisoft, I would love to say something positive about your studio in a recent move, but I can't. I literally cannot, because every bit of news that we hear about y'all and Warner Brothers, like the past couple of years, have all been negative. Literally nothing positive. The only positive thing I can say for Ubisoft was Assassin's Creed. Like, that's the only thing that I've defended and definitively say, hey man, like I want this to succeed, because the grifters and the anti-war people want some BS about this game, and I've been wanting Assassin's Creed in Japan since like forever. So that's the only thing that I've defended. But all the other moves that y'all made have been straight basura. So